There you go.
What is the one thing that we all have in common in this room? We all have children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, or young children under our care. What if I told you that the one thing that you could do that would make a huge impact in their lives is to allow them opportunities to play? Would you believe me? I'm not saying put them in a room with a bunch of toys or stick them outside and hope for the best. I'm saying play with them. Give them opportunities to experience new things. Show them how to do new things. Get your children outside and let them run. Play games with them. You might even enjoy playing yourself. One thing that almost everyone involved in early childhood and intervention can agree on is that young children learn through play. Children stick things in their mouth to taste them. They touch everything they see. They look closely at new things, to all the sounds, and smell all the different smells around them. We all want to provide multisensory activities for our children. We all want our children to succeed academically. And we do all that we can to get them ready for school. But what if we're missing something? I have two friends with 3-year-olds. One put her little girl in a private school that pushed academics. The other kept her little girl at home. Both of the girls just started kindergarten. The one that went to private school knows her ABCs, her colors, her letters, and how to write her name. And she's way ahead of her class academically. The other little girl knows most of her colors, her letters. She's learning how to write her name and is about average for a kindergarten student. However, the one who didn't attend a private school is having a much easier time making friends, sharing with others, and has better muscle control. You may argue that these results aren't typical, but a review of literature by Hart's Burnworth Charlesworth described that children enrolled in programs that use direct instructional practices were associated with more child stress, less positive academic outcomes over time, and poorer behavioral and motivational outcomes. Young children are eager to learn about the world around them, and they do most of their learning through play. According to Edwards, play is a cornerstone for early childhood education and provides opportunities for children to explore and experiment. Play also gives parents and caregivers a chance to offer experiences where one child can try and fail and try and succeed, boosting children's self-esteem and helping them to learn. We can either let our children learn naturally through play and interaction, or we have to find another way to teach these skills later on. The teachers at our school hosted a pre-K parents meeting a few years back. They wanted to talk to all the parents about ways we could help them help our children. They said many of the children were having problems with writing. One of the things they had tried was having the children stand at a chalkboard, but many of the children were unable to stand and hold a marker for more than a few minutes. The teachers were also concerned about the children's fine motor skills. They gave us a game to cut up and asked us to get clothespins to have our children practice pinching them together and clipping them on the correct letter. Many of the children couldn't do this in class. And fine motor skills are necessary in order to hold a pencil correctly. They started implementing yoga into their daily routines to strengthen children's muscles and asked us to work on these poses at home. One of the teachers actually, even expressed concern that the children needed social interaction, as many of the children in her room didn't know how to play with others. I left surprised and a little shocked. How can an entire class of students need so much help building up their strength? And how could these children not know how to play with others? Looking back now, maybe they were trying to get parents to play with our children as well. When our grandparents were little, they created their own games. They were outside, they got plenty of exercise, and most were surrounded by children or adults. Today, we buy games online inside the house. Most children don't get enough exercise, and most are lucky if they have siblings to play with in between play dates. Teachers are pushed to prepare students for standardized tests, and school field trips outside the classroom are limited or scarce. Recess has been cut shorter and playgrounds are more crowded. After-school activities and the evening rush leave little time for playtime at home. Children don't have time to just go outside and play, and parents don't have or don't make the time either. According to Remmers and Broen, outdoor play is positively associated with children's social skills and provides children with the opportunities to acquire new motor skills such as climbing, jumping, hanging, and sliding in a self-regulatory way. Children aren't getting to play inside or outside the classroom. The lack of play in their lives can lead to behavior problems. Academically regimented classrooms with their repetitive, boring tasks that exceed the attention span and patience of 3 to 5-year-olds frequently engenders withdrawal with rebellion and emotional meltdowns. Children are being stressed out by having to sit for prolonged periods of time, and they don't even get the opportunity to burn off that stress with playtime later on. Taking away playtime is adding to behavior problems and restricting children's learning. What if I told you almost anything you want to teach, you can be taught through play? Do you need to teach the letter A? Try writing in chalk. Spray it away with a spray bottle. Make the letter using sticks. Write it in the sand. Do you want to teach numbers? Try counting your steps. Find a certain number of rocks. Create a game of hopscotch. Do you want to learn about seasons? Get outside and experience them. Take a nature walk in the spring, summer, fall, and winter, and discuss the differences in each one. Desks and mats are not necessary for learning. Not all play should be structured or parent involved, but jumping on the trampoline, making a Ninja Warrior course, swinging on the swing set, and tossing a ball around will not only help your child with his motor skills, but it will also give you plenty of chances for quality time with your child. Things are different today, but they don't have to be worse. We just need to put the play back in children's lives. Make sure we give them opportunities to exercise outside, toys that they have to figure out or make themselves, and opportunities to play with other children. We need to give them a chance to learn naturally through playing outside, running, swinging, and jumping. We shouldn't have to implement yoga into our routines because children are unable to stand and hold a marker at the age of 4. We can give the children in our lives the gift of success by just playing with them and giving them outside time to play. I challenge you all to get outside, play with your children, your grandchildren, your nieces and nephews. And I encourage you to give children in your life the gift of learning through play. You might just have fun playing too. Thank you.